If you could write a letter to your teenage self, what would it say? Not caring what other people think is the best choice you will ever make. You'll worry less about what people think of you when you realize how seldom they do. It took me a lifetime to realize that. Don't do it. Teen here. Was just planning to eat leftover pizza at 3 AM and you have convinced me to get some sleep. Buy Google stock and otherwise trust your instincts. Because even when they're wrong, they're taking you somewhere good. EHM. Better buy Bitcoin. I guess. Hello 14-year-old me. It's you from 15 years in the future. You don't know it yet, but you're pretty dumb and you won't understand how stupid you currently are until you get older. Also, stop trying to grow your hair longer. It just doesn't work and looks bad. P.S. That really awkward girl that embarrassed you and your freshman buddies on your first day of JROTC. Yeah, that's your future wife. Okay, bye. Don't try heroin. Try cocaine instead. Dear teenage me. Don't leave home. I know you want to. And there's probably no changing your mind. If you do, call your mom and don't avoid your dad. He needs you more than you know. Have conversations. He needs it. And you do too, whether you think so or not. Just talk to him like he is a person. Try to see past the bad stuff. He's a human and he's hurting. He probably wants your approval. Or acceptance at least. Just please check on him. You will miss him when he's gone, regardless of the times you've prayed for his absence. You've got this. 23-year-old me. P.S. Happy birthday. Dear 17-year-old me. When your dentist takes your braces off and says oops, make him fill all of the holes he just made. Right then and there. Sincerely 23-year-old you that no longer smiles with his mouth open. What the fuck? That's awful. Did you report him somewhere? I assume there's a dental equivalent to a medical board. What's the price tag to get it fixed now? A GoFundMe or something could help. You're gonna glow TF up when you're in your 40s. Everything will be okay. Didn't knew you could become a light bulb. Start exercising and building better eating habits now. You won't want man boobs and a flabby belly later on. Believe me. Can you print that letter a couple 100,000 times? Demand for this is high. Your suspicions are correct. You're actually a girl. Hey. Opposite. Dear bitch. Stop embarrassing me. Sincerely yours. Asterisk. Zoxo. Iconic. It's okay to be a lesbian and you're not going to burn in hell for it. Ignore the ones that say you're doing it for attention or it's a phase. I've been waiting on this phase to end for 14 years. I'm beginning to think I might just be gay. Stay away from people who only connect with you when they need a favor. Damn good piece of advice there. I know you hate being the funny one. I know you hate the way people think they can just brush you aside because you're a girl and funny, so you have to be stupid. They are the real idiots and you're doing great. Your humor is appreciated by many and you put a smile on their faces, and that is worth so much more than having a high grade than those guys. Hey. The lottery winning numbers for the next 30 draws are. Also. Buy Bitcoin in January 2009. A lot of it. Do not under any circumstances join the F-King army. You teenage knobhead. You will go to war in Iraq. And it will mess with your head for a good few years. Go be a goddamn plumber like you want to. Safer. Less drugs and give up smoking, you DCK cheese moron. With the utmost love and respect, your older still a stupid self. Reader smoking your DCK cheese and got confused. Reading comprehension dips at the end of a long work day. I suppose. Hope things are going well on your end. Leave this country ASAP. Just run. Little boy dies of starvation after running away from home. Hey Fuffy. It's future us. In March of 2020 you will put off getting our hair cut. Do not put this off. The quarantine-induced mullet must be avoided at all costs. Can you forward this one to teenage me? Please. Punk ass bitch. Get off your high horse. Stop being so prideful and be a decent human being. Looks like the message actually got delivered. Boys aren't with it. Ignore them. I used to be with it. But then they changed what it was. Now what I'm with isn't it anymore, and once it seems weird and scary. It'll happen to you. In every situation, listen to what your gut is telling you. Real friends don't constantly put you down. It'll take you a long time to find true friendship. But that's okay. Real love doesn't hurt. And it's waiting for you. You're autistic and also pansexual, and these two details affect 100% of how you relate to the world and other people. Also, don't waste most of your life in the church, because by the time you figure everything out you'll be too sick to take advantage of your newfound freedom. Sincerely, me. Stop getting caught by mom while watching porn. Should happen sometime when you're 14. HF sire. Double quote. Wear a condom. Herpes isn't a big deal. But it makes dating harder. Stay gold. Pony boy. Dot. Stay gold. How did I know someone will say this? Eat a little healthier and hit the gym. Without my intervention, you're not gonna discover those things until a decade from now, and you'll wish you'd started earlier. Also, study the things you enjoy. Not what you or your teachers perceive you to be good at. Maybe slow down on the booze a bit. Look for things called Facebook and Bitcoin and invest early. Keep holding out on that virginity thing. You're gonna lose it later than you hope. But you're gonna experience quality over quantity. Don't stress it. Double quote. Invest for the future. You're gonna need money to move out. Invest in Bitcoin and Tesla. Stop feeling bad because you don't have a boyfriend. You're gay. You are so very gay. Probably something explaining what transgender is and how I am one. And to get out of my highly abusive household. Hey. Get naked when other people do. In a consensual manner. Usually those are the best stories. Don't be a DCK to your family. You'll regret it forever when you move 80 miles away from them. On the other side of state. All alone with just your wife and working f***ing 58 hours a week as a physician IO. You're a gay bitch. And also not a chick. And you also swear sometimes. Stop hoping to get hit by a car. That is definitely a kind of suicidal and is not good. Ooh, I join more clubs. All those times you think you had a shot with a girl and didn't go for it. You should go for it. Worst case scenario, they say no and you move on. Also, sell the bonds your grandma left you at 18 and buy Amazon, Apple, Disney and Bitcoin. Sell everything but the Amazon stock around 2019 and move to New Zealand. You're a lesbian. Don't waste your time dating the guy with hair that looks like what collects in the shower drain. Get yourself the hot girl before she graduates. Apply yourself in school more. Take that scholarship offer and do something with that brain. Exercise and be active more so your back doesn't go out at 23. Learn the difference between real friendship versus people just taking advantage of you. And remember to take your time in finding love. Forgive your dad sooner and be there for him. He misses you but doesn't know how to fix things. Spend more time with your sister and stop being so mean to her. Ask her what's on her mind so those decisions she made don't happen. Yo dude. Liking My Chemical Romance isn't a personality and it doesn't make you better than people who like pop, you elitist cunt. Oh, and yes. You did find Spike from Buffy hot as a kid, and no. It wasn't just a phase. I'm a teenager. But I'd tell my 13-year-old self that don't be a transphobic FCK and B, you might be trans. Maybe go on puberty blockers just in case. Don't worry. One day people would say that you are hot. And it would the good ones. You will also learn to get some confidence and won't be a doormat anymore. Sadly you will still stay the socially awkward little hobbit you are, but at least some people would find this cute. You have to listen to your mom when she says that you should study chemistry or you are gonna regret it for the rest of your life, especially when you notice that communication studies was a bad choice and you are going to be an useless person without any professional future. And also, when you are at the university, don't be stupid and make a semester abroad. At least make that worth it. Inspirational bullshit lasts a couple days at most. I wouldn't waste my time with it. Oh, feel better fap, it gets better is just garbage that's gonna convince me to be more useless than I already was. I'd probably write a shitty ton of advice on how to invest to get rich. Throw in some results for some sports games to convince me to take it serious. Tell me to reach out to my friend who ended up killing himself. Reaching out to other friends who I took for granted. Stuff like that which I can't change now. I would never write to that miserable, unloved teenager. Because if I told her how super great things were going to turn out for her, she would lose motivation to fight for those things to happen. So to avoid this loop, I'm opting out of this generous opportunity. Okay? Please stop jacking it so hard, you're gonna kill the sensitivity for at least 10 years. For the love of God, please get yourself medicated. P.S. Dad is a narcissist and he will pick on you exclusively. Get out of our sap. Dear 16-year-old me. Getting back with your first boyfriend is not inevitable or romantic. It shows a lack of imagination. Second time can be forgiven. Third time is a step too far. Don't do it. You're not going pro in basketball. Just focus on surfing and regular gym exercise and save yourself from years of surgery recoveries and physical therapy. Drink water more, learn to say no, don't turn down your mom proposing you go to a therapist. You're not okay at all. There's no shame in that, they're not your friends. They're bullying you. Keep living life the way you do and you'll end up the way you think it will. Take your own advice and ignore expectations. First get a job after high school and work hard. Then study with the money you've earned when you know what kind of job you really want. You have a great mind. Use it. The drugs and the boy didn't work out. Save yourself a decade of pain. Move away and go to school for something you love. Find your passion in plants and love yourself. Your relationships with your family get better. I wish so much I could go back and talk to myself. Not that I would have listened, because obviously I knew everything. Whoa. Thinking about this makes me realize just how f***ing great my life actually is. I'd probably say, don't worry about now. You'll have a great life, Subreddit family. Great kid. And yep. You'll even be wealthy before you're old. Take advantage of opportunities. But never of people. Double quote. Don't just wait for love to just happen. You have to put in some effort yourself. And don't worry about rejection. After a few no's you will eventually get a yes and it will all be worth it. You can actually do the opposite and write a letter to your future self using futureme.org. I've written around 3 in the past year and it's a pleasant surprise. I really recommend it. Grow your friendships and worry less about the guy. I know that he means the world to you now. But you have so much more in life to look forward to. Go to the doctor. You have had. You'll remember where you put your car keys and will be able to finish tasks without starting 6 others. You are little and fit, but be careful. You'll gain 60 pounds if you don't start living a healthier as you get older. Engineering isn't for you. Don't waste your time and money. The loans are not fun for you later. I can send this letter to any point of my past. It simply say, it doesn't get better. I know you're lonely right now. But trust me. Save up and travel. It will help your loneliness and save you lots of regret later. Oh. And buy Google stock. Hey dipshit. Learn how to study and pick up a good work ethic. FFS. You'll fail out of college your freshman year while desperately trying to not be a procrastinator. Me. Pay attention in school. Go to the college you want. You're gonna regret it later. You're in the Army Reserve when you're 20 and you have no education. The only shitty going for you is your career in the military. Your ex-girlfriend will dump you and leave you jobless and homeless, so you will have to move back home and start taking loans from your mom again because the army pays you very little. Don't waste your prime years like you are doing now. Get yourself in your dream college. Play D1 hockey like you dreamed of. And do the right thing. Hey FCK face. Let your dead mama go. The world doesn't revolve around you and your sad little story. Get a f***ing grip. Life is only gonna get more overwhelming. P.S. TikTok is a thing in 10 years. Get used to it. For your own sake. Hey me. I know our oldest sister is a nag, but she's the only family you got left, and stop slacking around, you lazy piece of human garbage. Sit down. Shut the FCK up. And pay attention. Just go for it. Unless you feel morally opposed to something. Just do it. Looking back on it, I wasted quite a few chances to make and keep friendships and relationships. And I think if I just plucked up the courage to just try a little harder at them, I'd have been a better and more rounded individual for it. Each T asshole. Fall off your horse. He won't know what does that mean because he didn't know about Jojo Knack then. I would probably tell him to not get attached to anyone from school. People are coming and going, and with each year you meet better people. Play that guitar. I still can't play it for shit. Be skeptical of people on the internet. Some of them will be your best friends. Some of them are assholes.